Hello and good morning everyone. Thank you for joining Jade Global today for webinar on Informatica to ODI. We have a huge crowd here today and that is just wonderful. I thank you all for joining us today for this webinar. My name is Sangeeta Jash and I'm the Marketing Manager at Jade Global and also your moderator today for this webinar. We have Krishna Srinivas here with us to discuss this topic in more detail. Alright, now that we have covered the housekeeping items, I would like to tell you a little bit about our company. Jade Global is an Oracle Platinum partner and a systems integration and consulting services firm headquartered in San Jose, California, with offices in Los Angeles, Orange County and San Diego, and Pune and Noida in India. With more than 350 employees worldwide, Jade is a trusted partner of choice to its clients. For more information, please visit our website www.jadeglobal.com. I would like to introduce Krishna Srinivas. Krishna heads the BI and Analytics LOB of Jade. He is a strategic technology thought leader and is behind more than 15 complex BI implementations with new emphasis on cloud, mobile, big data, and SaaS operations, standard and best practices versus infrastructure only focus. Krishna is a certified BI specialist and champion for change with reputation for leading through ambiguity and maximizing cutting-edge technologies, proponent of technology innovation. He is passionate about data, insights, and business analysis. And along with Krishna, I also have Ravi Potnoru with me, and he's a solution architect. So he's going to join Krishna during the question and answer session to answer a few of your questions. So now I'll hand it over to Krishna, who will review the agenda and continue with the presentation. Over to you, Krishna.
Thanks, Sangeeta, for the kind words. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because I'm sure folks from all over the country are joining, because I see some are from East Coast, Central, Mountain Time. So thanks everyone for your time. I'm sure all of you must be tied up, but you took out time to attend the webinar, so really appreciate that. So definitely Thursday, so happy Thursday. I always say happy Thursday because the next day is Friday. Can't wait for fun Friday. So without wasting any minute, the agenda for today's call. So definitely Informatica to ODI migration, what, why, and how. That itself says the agenda here is what. What is Informatica versus ODI? You might have me ask my question, hey, you're supposed to say here what is Informatica, what is ODI? Why are you telling what is Informatica versus ODI? That's where the trick is, because lately when ODI is coming into picture from the past like 4 to 5 years, there has been lot of discussions, lot of technical blogs, communities talking about Informatica, talking about ODI. What is it in regards to Informatica versus ODI? So that would be the first aspect I will try to cover on a high level as a part of our agenda. Once that is covered, then I will go to why ODI, why any customer, why customers has to go for ODI. Then comes, okay, now I understand what is the difference between Informatica and ODI, and I know why I have to use ODI. But good, having all this, how can I do this migration going from Informatica to ODI? So these are the three main aspects that we are going to talk about, and I'm going to give some details around during the webinar. And once that is done, we can have a Q&A session where I can answer all your questions. So the first one, what is Informatica versus ODI? So this slide talks about the market facts. So definitely, this information was taken from last year. So if you see, as of today, ODI numbers are growing at a much higher rate. But just to put it out there to the community here, what is exactly the Informatica versus ODI and what are the market facts? The first and the foremost myth in the market right now is, hey, Informatica Power Center has many more retail customers than Oracle. But the reality is, Oracle has almost nearly the same or more than that. In fact, it is growing faster. And to prove that, if you see here for ODI, there are close to 3,300 ODI customers and 4,000 OWB customers. Combined, it's total like 7,300. But if you talk about Informatica Power Center, it is anywhere close to 3,800. That itself, shows the reality. The second myth in the market is, hey, Informatica is a leader in ETL. It has been in the market for a while, so they must be growing faster than Oracle technologies or Oracle ETL technologies. But the reality is Oracle ETL technologies are growing consistently. In fact, I would say the data integration technologies are growing consistently in the ETL business. In fact, faster than Informatica since 2007. To prove that, the year-over-year ETL growth for Oracle is 35%. When compared to Informatica, it is 7%. That is a huge growth over there right itself. The third myth is Informatica ETL thinking that, or the myth is it is a market leader, so for sure it is selling more and more at the client locations, or more and more customers are using Informatica. Yes, definitely, but and also as it is selling more, the customers are using more, it must be definitely a better product than ODI is the myth. But in reality, vast majority of Informatica ETL revenue is from repeated business. So from the existing customers, that means net new customers is not there. To prove that, ODI has close to 800 net new ETL customers. When compared to Informatica, it has 400. So there is a double jump in the net new customers in ODI. That itself says how many new customers are adopting this new technology, this innovative technology of ELT when it comes to ODI and Oracle data integration tools. The fourth one is, yeah, now we get it, but come on, Informatica has been all over the place at Oracle. For example, if you take Oracle Business BI apps, it uses Informatica. So I'm sure Informatica must be used all over the place at Oracle. So what is the deal there? But in reality, Oracle has never entered into any contract with Informatica. So in fact, a total of 40 products at Oracle are embedded with ODI, whereas only 2 products at Oracle are embedded with Informatica. So definitely Oracle has had a vision and laid a foundation to come to this level as of today when they are saying that ODI is our ELT tool. So there is a strategic thinking definitely behind doing this and going through this from the Oracle perspective, from Oracle leadership side. Last but not the least, which is a very key interesting point, I can go definitely easy an hour or so on this aspect, but given the amount of time, I'm just going to say it out loud. So Informatica has advanced parallel processing, so it must be faster than ODI. But in reality, ODI is a pure ELT tool. We're going to talk about ETL and ELT in coming slides, but ODI is a pure ELT tool which doesn't require parallel processing to be faster. So by itself, the design itself, it is faster. To prove that, ODI, close to 1.5 terabytes per hour on Exadata. The combination of Exadata and ODI is a killer. No one can beat that combination in terms of performance. As I said, I can go on and on, like at least 1 hour on this topic, but there are market facts. There are customers who implemented it and saw the results and benefited out of it with the best ROI. So ODI with Exadata is a killer combination. Nothing can beat that combination when it comes to performance. And Informatica, it's 750 GB with a 64 core processor. So this is just from the market facts side. What is the difference? What is this Informatica versus ODI? So now I talked about market facts. Let me quickly go through the architecture. Informatica versus ODI, in other terms, ETL versus ELT. ETL, extract, transform, and load. ELT, extract, load, and transform. That itself says that. So the benefits here, 100% ODI is 100% Java based, all public open APIs for anyone who want to use the APIs for ODI, fast, high performance, flexible, and lightweight architecture. If you see here the pictorial representation, on the left hand side you have the traditional ETL, which is Informatica, where you have the source systems, you have the staging area where you do the massaging, which we call which we have the transformations, and the target where we have 3 targets. Once the massaging is done, the data is pumped into the target tables, which is a traditional Informatica ETL. But when it compares to ODI, yes, we have the source systems, but we don't have a separate staging area. Staging and target are combined in one environment, where on one target you have the staging database, you have the target schema. That itself is enough for a better performance. We'll talk about the advantages, but from an architecture standpoint, this is the key difference between Informatica, ODI, or ETL versus ELT. ODI uses ELT architecture, Informatica uses ETL architecture. Okay, so now I have told, I have explained, or I have shown the market facts, Informatica versus ODI, What is ETL versus ELT from a technical standpoint? Now, this is more for the guys who are like, data integration developers, architects, leads, who are, 100% hands-on technical. I thought this information is helpful. So what is the key buzzwords between Informatica and ODI? The first and the foremost, Informatica is engine row-based ETL, whereas ODI is set-based ELT. And mapping in Informatica is interfaces in ODI. Maplets in Informatica is yellow interface. If you see, in ODI, we have two interfaces. One is yellow interface and other is blue interface. Yellow is a temporary interface. Blue is a target interface where the final data is pushed. So mappings are interfaces here. Maplet is a yellow interface. Workflows are load plans in ODI. Worklets in Informatica is ODI packages. Transformations in Informatica are called expressions in ODI. Sessions in Informatica are scenarios in ODI. Source and targets in Informatica are called data stores in ODI. Folders, they have the same. You call it Informatica folder, you call it ODI folder. This is the key important piece. In Informatica, we have DAC. And DAC is the Data Warehouse Administration Console, which is majorly used for BI apps customers, BI apps implementations. So in ODI, we have the corresponding component called Configuration Manager, where you can combine the load plans and execute them and schedule them. So a DAC corresponding in ODI is called Configuration Manager. In Informatica, you have two repositories. One is the Informatica repository, other is a DAC repository. In ODI, you will have one master repository, and you can have many smaller working repositories that can combine to the master repository. We have source-dependent extractions and source-independent loadings at Informatica level. The same concept applies at ODI also. In Informatica, it supports multiple sources, full incremental loads, and slowly changing dimensions. All these are supported in ODI. Mappings and data warehouse customizations as per the business need in Informatica. Again, in ODI, you can build your custom schema, you can do a custom reporting, you can have a custom subject area, whatever you call it, all supported at ODI level. So in Informatica, you have the mapping sequence. You can sequence all your mappings. But in ODI, mappings can be sequenced in packages or load plans. So this is a high-level Informatica versus ODI keywords. One very key important point here is, apart from all this, ODI has a component called knowledge modules. It's called knowledge modules. Knowledge modules is something where, for example, you want to do a slowly changing dimension, SCD. In Informatica, you have to do it manually, step by step to achieve that. But in ODI, you have these knowledge modules which are hard pluggable, so that all that manual effort needed is just completely eradicated. All you have to do is plug that in ODI, and your task is done. So this is the major areas where I covered Informatica versus ODI, where the market facts, what is the architecture, and the key buzzwords. So now in the agenda, now comes why ODI. So now we are talked about Informatica versus ODI, but now I'm going to throw some more light on why anyone or any customers has to do ODI. So why ODI? Before I talk about why ODI, when I say that, I'm looking at two kinds of customers, two types of customers. First customer is a BI apps customer who has Oracle BI apps implementations. Another customer is called data integration customer who, irrespective of the BI, maybe they will not have Oracle BI, OBIE or BI apps at all. All they have is Informatica as their ETL tool or as their enterprise ETL tool. Forget about BI, irrespective of BI. So I have a BI apps customer, I have a data integration customer. So when I'm talking about why ODI, I'm going to take those two categories. So the first category is, before I go into that two categories, why ODI? Why ODI is because ODI is Oracle's ELT tool. Why? ODI is for Oracle BI apps applications. So e-business suite and OBIE or BI apps, ODI is integrated. ODI is integrated for ERP applications. ODI is integrated with Oracle Fusion applications. ODI is integrated with Hyperion applications. ODI is integrated in the sense that, let's say you have a SFDC cloud as one of your source systems. Using ODI, you can pull the data, do the messaging in the RPD layer or a OBIE, and can do the reporting. Last but not the least, let's say you have flat files. Flat files in the sense is like unstructured data. Again, ODI can be used, pump your data or whatever the structures into Hadoop big data. So ODI for big data. Having said all this, ODI is Oracle's ELT tool. So this particular slide talks about how Oracle combined their data integration solutions with the business analytics solutions as a one-stop shop solution for any customer needs. For example, a customer wants to do data integration, data profiling, data quality, data cleansing. On top of it, he wants to do BI, like reporting, dashboards and reports. He doesn't have to go to multiple vendors. All he has to do, if Oracle shop are trying to look for a better ROI or a best ROI, he has a one-stop solution, a combination of Oracle data integration tools and technologies such as Oracle Data Integrator, Golden Gate, and data quality. On top of it, the BI business analytics applications called Oracle, just like OBIE, BI apps, Hyperion. So the bottom layer, which is the source layer, it can be anything. For example, Exadata, data warehouse and data marts, OLTP, cubes, flat files, Web 2.0, web services, and so on. That can be the sources. In the middle, we have the comprehensive data integration solution, which is a combination of ODI, Golden Gate, and data quality. Again, it's a SOA abstract layer. And on top, you can have Oracle applications, custom applications, MDM, master data management applications, business intelligence, activity monitoring, and SOA platforms. So it is a very comprehensive one-stop solution that Oracle provides for customers, end-to-end implementation, not just BI, but also starting right from data till reporting. So now I am concentrating on BI apps customers. As I said, why ODI? I'm thinking of two types of customers. One is a customer who has BI apps, another is a customer who has Informatica, pure data integration. Why for Oracle BI apps customer? Why? Because BI apps upgrade. The latest BI apps version 11.117, 11.118 ODI is mandatory. So for example, if Informatica has been replaced by ODI in the latest 11.117, 11.118 versions. So if anyone is looking for, if customers are looking for BI apps 7.9 to 11.117.8 upgrade, they have to have ODI, they have to go to ODI, no Informatica. Number two, Oracle's roadmap. As I just explained in my previous slide, Oracle's roadmap and vision is to align Oracle data integration tools with the business analytics tools so that they can have a comprehensive one-stop solution for the customers. Number three, cost savings. So again, the numbers might vary here. I'm just putting an approximation here. So if you see here, the key architecture difference. In Informatica, you need to have three servers or three environments or three infrastructures, extract, transform, and load. But in ODI, all you have to do is two. So you are saving money, you are saving overhead, you are saving cost over there. So no need to invest and maintain a separate ETL server. ODI, I think there are two types of ODI. One ODI comes with the BI apps version. One is the ODI enterprise version, enterprise edition. So typically ODI cost ranges between 23 to 30K per CPU. Again, it is just an approximation. But Informatica Power Center, whereas an Informatica Power Center at least easily costs 50K to 100K per CPU. So there is a huge cost difference here between ODI and Informatica, which is one of the best key aspects of ODI when compared to Informatica. 4, features and capabilities. So for example, if a customer is looking at 7963, he likes 11.117, he wants to go to 11.117 or 11.118. Why? Because there are a new content, whatever may be the reason, new features, new subject areas, for whatever reason, if the customer wants to go to 11.117, 11.118, he cannot stay in Informatica and still go to 11.117. Here the customer has to go to has to use ODI to go to the latest BI apps version. So any customers who are planning to move to BI apps 11.117 or 8 with Informatica, it's a no-brainer, it's a no deal. They will run into issues definitely. So last but not the least, as I said, is a one-stop shop solution where Oracle combines the business analytics, which is OBIE, BI apps, Hyperion, with the Oracle data integration tools like Golden Gate, ODI, data quality, and provide a one-stop solution for customers so that they don't have to look for multiple vendors for their BI, analytics, and reporting and data needs. So now, okay, I have talked about the 5 key points why a BI apps customer needs ODI. So now coming to a point where, okay, that's good, but what is it that is compelling me to go to BA Apps 11.117? So in this slide, I'm talking about on a high level, what is it that is new that it is being offered in the latest BA Apps version. First and the foremost, BA Apps 11.117 is built on the new data integration, Oracle data integration tools and technologies like ODI and Golden Gate. Number two, it has brand new applications just as like student information analytics and indirect spend planning analytics, which are not part of the earlier releases. Number three, it is purely built on the latest stable and high performant OBIE version, which is 11.117. So if you see, you need to be clear here. BI apps version earlier 7.963. You can have OBIE 10G or 11G, which is maybe 11.111 or 11.113. But now with the BI apps 11G, you'll have OBIE 11G, which is 11.117. The third one, apart from the new applications, there is also new content enhancements. For example, financials, HR, project, CRM, procurement and spend, supply chain and order management has new enhancements in the latest BA apps version. And last but not the least, you have the new total cost of ownership tools, which is view-based or functional setup tools. So in a nutshell, number one, it is the most significant BA apps application release in past 3 years that Oracle has done for BA apps. Number two, it is a significant expansion of content and new products. It is completely re-architectured solution leveraging the power of ODI. 4, it is built on the latest OBIE versions, which is 11.117, 11.118. 5, it has the new total cost of ownership tools and technologies out of the box, which increases productivity. 6, they have a provision, option available for Golden Gate for significant ETL time, performance and time pressures. So if there is a provision where you can hook up a Golden Gate to the latest BA apps version that can help you with trickle feeding or real-time reporting. Last but not the least is this particular BA apps version is localized in 28 languages. I'm sure, if I am a customer, by seeing all this, definitely I would go to BA apps because it has more and more features, it has more content that is good for business. On top of it, I'm sure, if it is a global organization trying to deploy global BA apps versions, localization is also very important. So definitely the latest version is worth mentioning, and it has all good features. And having said, BA apps 11.117 and 8 is great with all new features, and it's not a caveat though, but the mandatory is the customer has to go to ODI for this. And why ODI? So we are talking about the BA apps customers. Here I'm just putting it in general. So I'm sure customers have a challenge of doing real-time business intelligence reporting. So data warehousing, you have Informatica, ODI, you do the star schema, you do the repository metadata, and you do the reporting. But right now in the latest BI trends, apart from cloud, mobile, big data, one of the most important requirement that I also bump into the customers is real-time business intelligence reporting. They don't want to wait for one day the full ETL to run. They want immediate reporting. For that, the solution, Oracle solution, is a combination of ODI with Golden Gate and OBIE, which is the OBIE Plus, OBIE Enterprise Edition, whatever we have it. So for a real-time BI solution, number one is OBIE Plus integration. Number two is it supports relational, rollup, OLAP, sources and targets. And the third one, it combines historical and current data. This is the very key aspect. Earlier, if you go 2 years back, 3 years back, combining historical data with the current data almost is impossible. But now with this solution, we can do it. Mostly in the financial, HR, general ledger, you see this kind of a requirement where they want to see the historical and also the current. So Oracle has this solution for the real-time business intelligence reporting, where you combine ODI with Golden Gate and OBIE Plus. So for a data integration customer, so we talked about BA apps customers, now it is about the data integration customers. So for a data integration customers, again, I'm going back with the ODI's key features, functionalities and advantages. ELT, it is performance, maximum productivity, and lower total cost to ownership. So where you have a I think guys, so Sangeeta, is there any lag between my slides and what you're showing? Right now I'm in the ODI data integration customers.
No, it just changed.
Okay.
I think there is a considerable lag from there.
Oh, okay. Looks like there is some connection issue. Okay. So for data integration customers, let's say we have sources of legacy sources, application sources, and the OLTP database sources, and obviously the target, which is the data warehouse and any planning systems. ODI, definitely one is the ELT, which is the lower IT cost and improved performance. Number two, high productivity declarative design. Number three, CDC, the changed data capture for dynamic updates. Number four, hot pluggable, 100% Java based SOA architecture. And as I said in the earlier slides, the most important key feature, a key benefit feature in ODI is knowledge modules. Just imagine in earlier days when we are doing the slowly changing dimensions in Informatica, it was definitely a worth of manual effort. But now ODI has so many knowledge modules. For example, SCD, all you have to do is just plug in and it will take care of the whole job, completely taking out that manual effort. So these are all the benefits of ODI when I'm talking just about for a data integration customer who is not even bothered about BA apps. All he wants is Informatica to ODI. And on the right side, I just put up a tabular information. Okay, so looks like there is some lag here. Okay, I think I will go slow. So here, good, I put up a pictorial diagram, I'm explaining you things, but I thought this particular tabular form is more effective. So the features I made a note here is, number one, the next generation ELT architecture is with ODI. Knowledge modules, which are called ICAMs, is with ODI, not in Informatica. Cost, definitely yes for ODI. I think in the previous slide I told you the difference between the Power Center licensing and the ODI licensing. Simple, ODI. Why? Because now all you have to do is the 2 servers, not 3, and it is simple, easy to manage, simple to deploy. The infrastructure people doesn't have to do all the bottlenecks and the difficulties they have with Informatica are now gone with ODI. It is simple when compared to Informatica. Real-time intelligence, as I just mentioned, the combination of ODI, Golden Gate, OBIE suite is the solution for the real-time business intelligence. Definitely ODI there. Heterogeneous sources, yes, both Informatica ODI support heterogeneous sources. Cloud and big data integration, yes, both Informatica and ODI support. But if you see here, we have more pros when compared in ODI when compared to Informatica. So yeah, I mean, like the latest trends, cloud and big data integration, Informatica does it, but ODI does it with a charm. All the Oracle Big Data Cloud, the Analytics Cloud, ODI is integrated with it perfectly. So next slide, I'm just briefly talking about what is the ODI's big differentiator. When I'm talking about ODI, again, the big differentiator is ETL versus ELT. Where a conventional ETL, it is extract, transform, and load. So it has a separate ETL server. So with a conventional ETL, poor performance, high cost, and a separate standalone server. The vendors are, I think, IBM, Informatica, Ab Initio. But in ODI, we have the ODI, in ODI there is no new servers. So it will in turn get into lower cost, efficient, it is fast, and it is scalable. So the benefits for that is optimal performance and scalability, better hardware leverage, and easy to manage and lower cost. So this is ODI's big differentiator when it compares to the conventional ETL, which is Informatica, IBM, or Ab Initio. So this one is just a pictorial representation of all the, okay, this slide is a pictorial representation of the complete Oracle data integration product family, starting with the ODI, which is heterogeneous ELT, high-speed transformations, OLAP data loading, and data warehouse loading. Oracle Golden Gate, real-time data replication, change data capture, the database high availability, and disaster tolerance. Data integration suite, which has the bulk data, server bus, data grid, and process orchestration. So the service integrator, data profiling, data quality, where we can do the cleansing, parsing, deduplication, statistical analysis, and integrated data quality. So this ODI, not ODI, but Oracle Data Integration product family takes care of the end-to-end data needs for any customer. When you combine it with the Oracle business analytics applications like OBI, EBFs, Hyperion, that means you have a end-to-end solution, not only for BI, not only for DI, for both. So that itself is a big deal. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that itself is a big deal. Earlier, I mean, the customers had to go for multiple vendors. So this is just, I mean, like the complete ODI family and the ODI product family. So we have talked about what is Informatica versus ODI, why ODI. So why ODI, why is it important for BI apps customers, and why is it important for data integration customers? So having said all this, okay, fine, man, I think you gave us very good information. So we know what is Informatica versus ODI. Now we are also clear on why ODI. But you haven't answered the question, which is the key one here. How are you going to do the migration? That is the most challenging part. Yeah, I get it. ODI is good. I get it. I mean, ODI has all these benefits, but how is this migration it will be done? Because that is the big thing for me. Is a typical customer questions that I also bump into with my clients. For this, I think this is one of the key aspects for this webinar. Jade Global has developed first and the only automated solution in the market that can help customers migrate, convert from Informatica to ODI, not only for data integration, but also for Oracle BI Apps customers. When I say Oracle BI Apps customers, Jade Global is not only going to take care of the ETL part of the conversion, but also the whole end-to-end safe migration path for customers. For a data integration customer, obviously it is a ETL migration where all we have to do is take the ETL, source ETL mappings and convert it to ODI. Again, so we have a solution, first and the only automated solution in the market that can help customers migrate and convert Informatica to ODI. How we are going to do that? What is it? I'm sure you guys are all curious to know. So this slide talks about a pictorial representation of our solution, our utility, our tool, whatever the name we can keep it for it, right? Source, we have Informatica mappings, Informatica maplets, Informatica transformations. Our tool takes that as sources, and the output is ODI packages and interfaces. It reads, converts Informatica mappings, maplets to ODI load plans, selections, packages, and interfaces. The key differentiator for our tool is reduces manual effort involved in migration. So a couple of weeks back, I was talking to one of my very good friend who is doing a manual effort at one of the client locations. If I'm correct, it took them almost close to 6 to 8 months to do the migration. When I'm saying migration, they didn't do a migration of source to target. All they had to do is completely from scratch build the ODI platform for BI apps. Yeah, I mean, like maybe that's a solution, but that's not the right thing to do. We always need to look for what is the right thing to do. The right thing to do is, number one, when I'm saying migration from Informatica to ODI, that means we don't have to build the target again from scratch. All we have to do is migrate the source to target. Number two, reduce the manual effort. Number three, reduce the human errors. Number four, effective. Number five is ROI and total cost of ownership. That's all the key points where our tool is addressing. And how we do it is covered in the next slides. So so this particular slide talks about how we designed the tool. So if I remember correctly, it was around 2014 open world. We got this idea, and with the help of my team, my strong technical team, we had a prototype ready and we demoed it during open world. So we got very good feedbacks. In fact, some of the Oracle folks came to us and they were very impressed. But a very valuable input they gave us is, good, great, you guys are doing it, but the approach you are taking is wrong. You are doing it SQL approach. Using SQL approach, you're going to touch the base ODI target tables, and that's not what Oracle recommends. That's a very good feedback. We took it as a challenge and we redesigned the whole tool. Now the tool is completely built using ODI's public SDKs and APIs. So we are not touching the base tables. That is one of the key technical aspects for the design of the tool. And number two, we take Informatica 8 and 9 and we convert it to ODI 11. So that is from a technology standpoint. From a coverage standpoint, what is this covered? I mean, what does this tool do? The main for BI apps customers, our utility or solution will help migrate their custom Informatica BI apps mappings into ODI. We are not touching the out-of-the-box ones, because if you get the 11117 out-of-the-box ODI, corresponding ODI mappings are already available. So we are not touching that. Our tool takes care of custom mappings. So 99.9% of the time, any BI apps customers, they have customizations. I hardly see customers who are just using out-of-the-box. So let's say, for example, a customer has a total 500 Informatica mappings, out of which 100 are out of the box and 400 are custom. Our tool takes care of those 400 custom Informatica mappings and move it to ODI. For a data integration customer, this doesn't apply. All we look at is we categorize them into simple, medium, and complex. And from our side, with our industry experience, with our technical knowledge, we have a benchmarking of how we call this mapping as a simple, how we are calling this mapping as medium, how we call this mapping as complex. So I'm not saying my tool will do magic with the click of a button and convert apple to orange. No, I'm setting the right expectation. Apple is apple, orange is orange. But what I'm saying is I will help doing that. How? A simple mapping will be converted 100% with 1 or 2 clicks of a button. A medium mapping will be converted 70%. A complex mapping will be converted 50% with a very less manual effort. And for a BI apps customers, we are taking category 1, category 2, category 3 customizations. A category 1 customization is where you have a new column for a dimension or a fact table. Category 2 is all itself you have a new fact, new dimension. Category 3 is you have a new source system. All those are covered with the tool, with the solution. That's from a coverage standpoint. The key assets or key differentiators, easy to use. We have both single and bulk conversions. That means we can either select one Informatica mapping and convert it into ODI, or we can select more than one and convert it to ODI. Last but not the least, this particular solution is safe, secure, faster. On top of it, it is Oracle recommended. We are in the process of getting a formal certification also, but believe me, I have been working very closely with the top executives and architects of Oracle data integration and BI apps. I have done so many presentations to them in each and every single point of my development life cycle. I have their blessing. All now is just I need a formal certification, but it is Oracle recommended. So that's how we designed the tool. So the current slide that I'm showing right now is the value proposition for customers. As I said earlier, our solution is the first and the only automated solution available in the market that can help customers migrate or convert from Informatica to ODI. Automated conversion up to 90%. Reduced implementation time, the overall implementation time up to 50%. Cost savings up to 50%. All in all, it will come to productivity gain up to 5 times productivity gain. So these are all the customer value propositions that our tool offers to customers that will help not only to migrate the ETL part, but also a complete safe migration path for customers. So how is our so good. I mean, I spoke about the technology, I spoke about the coverage, I spoke about the value proposition. So this particular slide is going to talk about how are you going to do this? So we have 2 phases. One is the assessment phase. The next one, the following one will be a conversion phase. During the assessment phase, again, the whole level of effort is completely depend on, on 3 things I would say. One is number of source Informatica mappings. 2 is complexity of the Informatica mappings, and the whole Informatica setup. Those are the 3 key aspects or raw material for this tool or utility or a solution, again, whatever it is. But for this assessment, first thing we'll do is we are going to evaluate the existing Informatica setup. we are going to evaluate the existing Informatica mappings, number of mappings, complexity of the mappings. Once that is done, the outcome of the output of this particular activity is a technical detailed level of effort document which will clearly show the ROI. If done manual, this is the cost, this is the time, this is the KPIs. If done using this tool, this is your ROI. And these are the source mappings, and this is how we are going to do. That level of effort is will be the Bible for the next, for the following implementation, which is the conversion. In the conversion phase, we are going to use the tool. It is a combination of our tool plus our boots on the ground technical consultants. So it is purely a service-based model right now, and it is a combination of our tool plus our technical consultants doing the job for the customers, help them migrate. And typically the assessment given, we have all the information, all the gap analysis is done, everything is done, we have all the information. Up to 40 hours, we'll have the document ready for the customers to make a decision to move forward with the conversion. So these are the two phases that we have for the for the solution when we go on a customer site. Having said that, I think now I have the Q&A session. I'm ready to answer any questions.
Thanks, Krishna, for delivering a great presentation. We'll start the question and answer session now, and we would love to answer any question you would have during this session. So please feel free to ask us any question you would have. For asking us a question, please type your question into the question box and then click send. Actually, Krishna, I think you know that we have a very long queue of questions. We have got a lot of questions while you were speaking. So the first question which has come in, it says, you are saying it's .exe file. Does it mean tool only works for Windows? How about the other OS?
Yes, the tool is operating system agnostic. It can work for any operating system. Though it is a exe file, we can have batch and we can use it for anything. So there is no dependency there.
Okay. Thanks for answering that, Krishna. So the next question here is, what kind of benchmark you are using to categorize simple, medium, complex Informatica mappings?
So as I said, definitely, from our end, using our, delivery knowledge and also the past technical knowledge, delivering the data warehouse OBI implementations. For example, a simple mapping, source, target, simple expressions and transformations. But a medium mapping having complex logic and 2 to 3 sources, 2 to 3 targets, more than one target. And a complex one is like maplets, and it has very complex mappings. So there is a benchmarking where I have the list which definitely I can share with the customers when the point of time.
Okay, thank you very much, Krishna, for answering that. So now the next question, it says, what does Oracle bundle Informatica with their OBI solution? Why does, sorry.
Okay, so as I said, right, I think in one of my market facts when I presented, that is the market myth. Everyone is thinking that, yeah, I mean all the previous BApps versions came with Informatica. That means Informatica is all over the place. But the reality is, no, it is not. Always it has been a, so it is not completely embedded into the technology. ODI has been the tool. And I think, Ravi, our solution architect, will better help answer that question. Ravi, can you please?
Yeah, thanks, Krishna. So I think the question is, why is Oracle giving Informatica content rather than ODI content? The reason why Oracle is giving Informatica content or has been giving Informatica content, because when it acquired the whole product from Siebel, it was all developed in Informatica, and it continued while the product is going into customers, the BI apps. Oracle started working on ODI and converting those the content into ODI. Right now, going forward, 11.17, 11.18 onwards, you will see only ODI content. So why Oracle is still doing, and it was doing from the beginning because it acquired the product initially. Now things are moving to ODI. I hope that answers your question.
Thanks, Ravi, for answering that. So the next question we have here, it says, is this based on ODI 11.1.7?
So BA apps, I mean, this particular question needs to be answered in 2 ways. One is for BA apps customer, 11, the latest BA apps version is not certified for ODI 12c. So it is ODI 11.1.17. Yes. For a data integration customer, yes, we can have both 11 and 12, but right now our solution is only targeting 11. and we have an upgrade solution where that can help customers go from 11 to 12.
Okay, thanks, Krishna. The next question is, are you saying we have to use Golden Gate with BI apps 11.1.1.7?
Great question. It is not compulsory though, but again, if you want to have a better trickle feeding, if you want to have real-time intelligence, then yes, that is preferable, and that's why Oracle is not making it mandatory. It is giving an option for you to integrate Golden Gate so that you can have better performance. That's it.
Okay. And here we have another question. It says Oracle is planning to get rid of KMs. What would be the substitute for them?
Yeah. I think, Krishna, I'll take this question, Sangeeta. So Oracle is getting rid of KMs? No, actually, in fact, Oracle is adding more and more KMs, and if you see between 11 and 12C, you will see more knowledge modules in 12C. I don't know, we need to check this fact, but Oracle is adding more KMs. It's not getting rid of KMs.
Okay, thank you, Ravi, for answering that. So the next question we have here, it says, what is the business model? Will you be licensing tool or will it be service-based delivery?
So we have been asked this question definitely when we did demos to the customers and also Oracle folks. So yeah, I mean, like licensing is a very good option, but right now we are not looking at licensing. The current model will be a pure service-based model where along with the tool, our boots on the ground technical consultants will take care of the delivery. Maybe once I have the success stories, couple of years down the road, I can definitely think of licensing, but right now it's only service-based.
Okay. So there are a lot of questions that are coming in. So Krishna, you can also see those questions if you want to.
So I think we are 5 minutes to the session, Sangeeta. So so I think we have 10 minutes. So I'll take the first 5 questions, whatever you see right now. So I will take the first 5 questions, Sangeeta.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say the question.
So I think one of the question, Sangeeta, sorry, I think I saw the question here. That's why I'm taking the initiative. Is that okay?
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
So one question I'm seeing here is, okay, so when referring to custom mappings, does this refer to out-of-the-box mappings that have been customized? Yes, again, great question. Customizations are 2 types, right? 1, we are customizing the out-of-the-box mapping. 2, a completely brand new mapping. Our tool does both. The coverage is for both. When I say custom mapping means customizations done to the out-of-the-box and also a brand new, completely new subject area with a new model and a new mapping. So yes, the tool covers both.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and I think the next question was, doesn't Informatica have push-down optimizations, that is ELT, not ETL? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Ravi here. That's a good observation. Yes, push down, you can configure push down so that things get pushed to the database. Again, it all handled by the Informatica server. It decides whether push down can be done or not. There are so many limitations or constraints which needs to satisfy before it pushes down the code to the Oracle database. Yes, it is. That makes it ELT push down, but it's not. I mean, in case of ODI, it is completely ELT. But in case of Informatica, you can make it as a ELT by doing a push down, but not be able to do it 100%.
Right.
Okay. So
the next question that we have here is, generally we would have SDEs and SILs. So will it be a one map, one interface kind of approach, or you will replicate the logic?
Okay, Krishna, I'll take that question. Yeah, we have SDE, SILs, one map, one interface, not necessarily one map, one interface. If you look at an SDE mapping, it could be more than one interface. Sometimes you will see you can have only one blue interface without any yellow interface, which is a temporary interface. Or for the same SDE mapping, you can have more than one yellow interface, one blue interface, or more than one yellow interface and one blue interface. So it is not a one-to-one. It is The SDE mapping or SAL mapping, it doesn't matter whether it is SDE, SAL, we will convert that into ODI. But in the process of conversion, if it needs one or more than one, it depends upon what the complexity within the SDE or SAL mapping. I hope we answered that question. We'll move on to the next question.
So the next question is, can we leverage the Jade tool without consulting service? Great question. Unfortunately, no, not at this time. As I said, I'm looking at licensing part, but at this point of time, we'll have this tool only as a service based, where the tool combined with our technical boots on the ground guys will deliver the solution. So it's purely service based as of now. So the next question that I see here is, with the BI apps we have a data warehouse DAC, so which will do the scheduling part and which will do the the mapping part, but in ODI we have the configuration manager. So does this tool take care of the DAC part? So our tool, I think I'm getting an echo coming. Echo here. I think Sangeeta, can you mute?
Yes, I think it's from Ravi's computer. He has to mute from GoToWebinar and his laptop.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. So so the question is, so are you? I mean, this tool also takes care of the DAC part. No, the tool doesn't take care of the DAC part. All we do is take care of the mappings, all the custom mappings for the BI apps, and convert it into ODI. On top of it, our boots on the ground guys will do the scheduling, or also that using the configuration manager. So so the next question is, will your DAC execution plans be replicated too? What about scheduling? So I think that's what I just answered. So no, our tool is not going to convert the DAC executions into ODI configuration manager. That has to be done manual. That's where our manual efforts of the our consultants on the ground will take care of it. So the last question, I think the question that I had here is, can I please have the presentation material? Yes, I think we can. So we have a customer presentation for this particular tool or solution, so that we can definitely share. So please feel free to either contact me or Sangeeta, and we can take it from there.
Yeah, in fact, we can demo the tool. If you have some time, we can schedule and show you the demo of the tool.
Right, exactly. So customers, I mean, after this, if any customers are really interested, then we have a demo also ready, how we are going to do the BI apps and also data integration. So please feel free to reach out to us directly, and we'll be happy to do a. So what the next question that I have is, yes, good that you're providing the services. So what is your model for the services, or how are you going to do it? So before answering that, we are definitely looking at some giving some kind of customer incentives. Again, please feel free to reach out to us directly. We'll be happy to talk about the incentives that we are currently offering for this solution. Apart from that, Jade Global, my team and we are ready to do two kinds of engagements with the customers. First customer is show me, prove me. Here I call it as a POC customer. Happy to do that. Definitely that's a valid question, where my team, the solution, will take the mappings, whatever the mappings that the customer gives, a simple mappings like 10 simple mappings or 10 complex medium mappings. We take it, we use the tool, we'll migrate it, we'll convert it to ODI, show it and prove it. So prove me the tool, kind of a deal. So we are ready to do that. Okay, you proved it, it is working, I really like it. Now what is the ROI? That's where the actual delivery comes into picture, where the conversion process and the assessment comes into picture. For those guys, for those kind of customers also, we have some customer incentives. So again, I really encourage and request folks to reach out to us directly, and we'll be happy to answer all those questions, share the information, and take it to the next level.
Okay, great, Krishna. Thank you very much for Krishna and Ravi for answering all those questions. We have got lots of questions coming in, but since we are running out of time, so I'm going to close it here. But Krishna and Ravi and our team is going to reach out to you so that whatever you need, we can send you the presentation, the recording links, and also if you are interested in a demo, we can schedule that for you. So, but for now, we have to close this session. Thank you very much for attending the webinar. And if you have any questions or want to know more about our solutions and services, then please call us on the numbers displaying on your screen right now. You can also email us at marketing@jadeglobal.com, or you can email to Krishna on his ID, krishna.srinivas@jadeglobal.com. That is krishna.srinivas@jadeglobal.com. We'll help out with any query you have. And thank you once again very much for attending this webinar, and we will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks everyone for attending the webinar. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day everyone. Bye.